G'day boys. I'm going to explain in this video how our set and rep schemes work and a couple of things that you'll need to do on all your movements when you're training with us. One thing I want you to notice is when you receive your program, you'll have a bunch of movements listed out that your coach has designed, and they'll all have 2 or 3 sets that you need to record and get stronger on. These are your working sets. These are the sets we're going to take to failure. These are the sets we're going to get stronger on. These are the sets that will grow muscle. But there's more you have to do for every movement, and it's not listed on the app. What you have to do is your warm-up sets. Now, they're not listed because we're not going to prescribe a certain amount of warm-up sets, because I want you to do as many warm-up sets as you need. And this will change between movements. Here's how I want you to think about it. Let's say you've got a dumbbell press today, and you know that you're going to use the 40 kilo dumbbells, let's say, for your heavy set. I don't want you to just go into the gym, pick up the 40 kilo dumbbells and go for it. Why? Because your joints aren't warmed up, you could injure yourself. And 2, your nervous system isn't warmed up, which means you won't perform. If you just grab the heaviest weight, that 40 kilos, and go for it, that first rep, I'm telling you, it'll throw off your nervous system. It'll freak out a little bit, and it'll seize up certain muscles, and it's not sure what's going on. It'll cost you 1, 2, or 3 reps. It definitely will. And that will cost you muscle growth. The set will be shit because of it. So, how do we avoid that? Simple, warm-up sets. Let's say we get in and we know we're gonna use those 40 kilo dumbbells for our dumbbell press. Fine, start with the 10s. Grab the 10 kilo dumbbells. They're light as fuck. Yes, grab them. Let's warm up the fucking joints. Feel what the bottom of each rep and the top of each rep needs to look and feel like. And we're doing it with a weight that is definitely in our control. Get 10, 12, 15 reps, whatever you want. Just feel the weight, warm up. You'll feel yourself limbering up and getting a little bit better at the movement with each rep. Pop them back, move up a little bit. Maybe grab the 15s or the 17s. Still within your abilities, not very heavy at all, but we're starting to get a little bit heavier. What I want you to do from now is the joints are warmed up. Right? But the nervous system isn't. So we grab those 15s, those 17s, whatever. Just get 2 or 3 reps. 2 or 3 reps where you feel exactly what the bottom position should feel like and what the top position should feel like. 2 or 3 reps. That's all your nervous system needs to feel what the movement should feel like. Pop them back. Go up a little bit again. Maybe you grab the 22s. Again, 2 or 3 reps. Feel what the bottom position should feel like and the top. Rack them. Go up again. 32s, 35s. Grab them. We're starting to get close to your working weight here. Just take them for 1, 2, or 3 reps. Whatever you need to really feel what the bottom position is, feel what the top position is, and let your nervous system get acclimatized to the weight. Trust me, guys, if you go from 10 kilos to 40 kilos, your nervous system will freak out. That 40 kilos will feel heavy as fuck. If, on the other hand, you go from a set on the 32 and a halves, 2 or 3 reps, to the 37s for 2 or 3 reps, then rest for 2 minutes and then grab your 40s, I'm telling you, they'll feel a lot lighter because your body has already felt a similar weight. This means going through this process of doing the warm-up sets and then, look, they're technically still warm-up sets, but those little sets of between 2 to 3 reps, we call fearless sets because you're feeling out the weight. Going through this process of doing your warm-up and your fearless sets gets your joints warmed up for the movement, lets you feel exactly what the working reps should feel like, set your bottom and your top position, and lets your nervous system get acclimatized to the weight. If you go through this process, when you then grab the 40 kilo dumbbells for your working set, you'll fall into position nice and smooth. You'll fall into that bottom position because your body knows exactly where to go, and you'll start getting your reps. I'm telling you, that will make you perform at a much higher level. Do this across all your movements. What you'll find, guys, is on some movements like a bicep curl, you may only need 1 or 2. 1 warm-up set and then maybe 2 or 3 fearless sets. On something like a leg press or a hack squat, you might need fucking 6, 8, 10 fearless sets, guys. When I'm training with my training partner on a leg press, if we're working up to 8, 10 plates a side, we're doing a fearless set. We're doing 2 plates a side, fearless set. 3 plates a side, fearless set. 4 plates a side, fearless set. 5 plates. We just got to keep going up 1 plate at a time, feeling it, 1 or 2 reps, maybe 3 if we need it, all the way up to our working set. Spend ages doing fearless sets because you will notice a difference. When we get in for that leg press with 10 plates aside, it actually feels in our control. We know exactly where we're trying to take those reps, and our body is ready to give it an all-out effort. So keep that in mind, okay? You need to be doing warm-up and fearless sets on all your movements. When it comes to rep ranges, what you'll find is we prescribe reasonably wide rep ranges. We might say on your heavy set, we want you to get between 6 and 12 reps or in your back off sets, we want you to get 12 to 18 reps, something like that. They're reasonably wide rep ranges. The way I want you to think about rep ranges is this. If we give you a rep range, we are not saying the aim is to go to that rep, right, and then stop. So if we give you a rep range of 6 to 9, as an example, reasonably tight rep range, if we give you 6 to 9, what most people will do when they see that rep range is they'll grab a weight, and once they get to 9 reps, they'll just stop. The rep range said 6 to 9, therefore I'll do 9 repetitions and then I'll stop. As if there's something magical about doing 9 fucking up and downs with a weight. There's nothing magical about it. When we say 6 to 9 reps on a movement, as an example, what we're saying is pick a weight which makes you fail between 6 to 9 reps. Sometimes you'll undershoot the weight. You won't get 6 reps. A lot of times, you'll overshoot the weight. You won't get 6 reps. A lot of times you'll undershoot the weight. You'll get to the 9th rep and realize, oh, fuck, I can keep going. Guess what? You have to keep going. Keep going. Go to failure. Get your 11th, 10th, 15th rep. I don't fucking care. Go to failure. Write down how many reps you got. Now, if we want you to get between 6 to 9 reps on a movement, you end up getting 14 reps. Well, that just tells you that next week when you come in, you'll have to go up on weight by a fair amount to bring yourself back into that 6 to 9 rep range. If you do things correctly, you'll pick a very heavy weight and you can just get that 6th rep out. You go for the 7th and you fail. You can't get it. This is perfect because now we can work up our rep range. The next week when you come in, you got 6 reps this week. Next week when you come in, using the same weight, get your 7th rep. Next week, get your 8th. Next week, get your 9th. The week after, grind out your 10th. Suddenly, you've brought yourself out of the 6 to 9 rep range. It's time to go up on weight. Bring yourself back down to 6. Work your way up that rep range. So when we give you a rep range, ideally, what we have you do is reach somewhere towards the bottom of that rep range and then just keep increasing reps week to week as you can. As soon as you get out of that rep range, go up on weight. Bring yourself back to the bottom end of the rep range. And just keep cycling like that. That's how we think about rep ranges. Very, very different to what most people do before they start training with us, where they just get a rep range, 12 to 15 usually, and they just get 12 to 15 reps and then just stop. Okay, so we're not doing that. That'll give you the overview of the two, I guess, most different aspects of our training, which sometimes can confuse people or at least is new for people. So that will bring you right up to speed. You'll have more questions around training, and when they come up, obviously ask your coach. But this video will have you set up to be able to understand how your programming needs to work and how to get the most out of it. All right, guys, if you have any questions, ask your coach, ask me. We're always here to help. I'll see you in the next video.